Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Ethics at 8, where we are going to discuss previous year questions from KPSC and UPSC examination. I'm Dr. Arjun Bopanna, founder of Namma KPSC Academy. Let us see today's question. So this question was from KPSC Ethics paper 2021. So the question reads like this: explain the value of tolerance, impartiality, and objectivity in religious context. So value of tolerance, impartiality, and objectivity in religious context. So the question is asking how it is important that in religious discourse, religious debate, religious life, and a religious person should have values like tolerance, values like impartiality and objectivity. And why is it important, especially when it comes to religion or religious discussions or debates? Okay, so that is what is expected. It's not asking you about a particular religion. It is asking you about how these values are necessary in when you are talking about spirituality, when you're talking about religion, when you're when you're celebrating a particular festival, or when you're debating, or when you're practicing, when you are trying to create awareness about your religion, whatever it is. In that context, how these three values are very important in order to spread harmony in our society. That's how that is what is expected from this particular question. So this question is a 15 marker, 250 words. So you're expected to write about 2.5 pages. So take about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, give yourself 10 to 12 minutes, write your answer, pause the video, and then you can compare your answer with the discussion that we are going to have. Okay, make sure, guys, pause the video, take a sheet of paper and write it. Only when you write, you will know what is missing. See, a lot of students, have this habit of not writing, just going on reading and watching videos. Passively, they try to absorb all this information. But writing answer is a very active process. If you don't write, you will not know, the problems that you are going to face. And in the exam hall, when you are made to write answers, then you will, suffer. Then you will know what problems you will face. And then it will be too late. So write it every day. When we are doing these videos, write your answer and then compare it. You might think that, oh, I will write it in the exam, but I know it. Okay, it is very difficult when you don't have that practice. Okay, make sure you write it. Okay, whatever. See, nobody is evaluating you. You go through it yourself. See the problem that you face, and then you can ask for help later. Or if you are good at it, fine. But make sure you write, see the problem that you are going to face, and then make correction to it. Okay, nobody is watching, guys. You are doing it. Okay, make sure that you do it. All right. All right. So take about 12 minutes, write the answer, and then play this video. Okay, I hope all of you who are watching this video have written the answer. Now let's see what is expected from this particular question, or how your answer should be. Let's see the structure. Okay, the value of tolerance, impartiality, and objective in religious context. So your introduction should have a brief note on how in religion, if you have these three values, it can promote social harmony, it can promote peace, and it can promote unity in the society. So briefly you write about it. Okay, and then lack of these values in religious context can lead to communalism, can lead to violence, can lead to disharmony in the society, etc. So therefore, it is essential that we need to incorporate these values. And then second, in your body, you are going to elaborate more on this. The question is asking you to explain. Okay, explain meaning you don't have to criticize it or anything. You explain, you elaborate it, make it more clear, give more points supporting this argument. That's what you're going to do. So you write about tolerance. Okay, how tolerance is essential feature of any religious discourse, any religious debate. In our practice, we need to have tolerance, because with tolerance, we will be able to accept others' religion. With tolerance, we will be able to understand others' religion. We let them practice their religion peacefully. We will practice ours, they will practice theirs. Okay, so if we have intolerance towards other religion, that is the starting point of violence in the name of religion. So you write about tolerance. What is tolerance and why is it important, especially in religion? Then you write about impartiality. Okay, irrespective of what religion anybody follows, we will treat everybody equal, objectively, fair, without any partiality. So why is it again very important? Even our constitution embodies this principle of religious harmony. Even in our fundamental right, it prohibits the state from discriminating on the basis of religion. It also has values of secularism in our preamble and various other parts of the constitution to ensure secularism in our nation. And the third part, okay, or the fourth paragraph or fourth dimension that you have to write is objectivity. So, you know, if we try to analyze the teachings of any religion objectively, without having any prior misconception, we will be able to truly inculcate the values of our religion, which will always promote peace in the society. So be objective in how you analyze religious values. See, today, because people are leaving objectivity and they're becoming too emotional about their religion, so this is creating a lot of tension in the society. Okay, so if there is any particular monument, if there is any particular geographical region, they become too emotionally attached to it because of religion. And then objectively, they lose decision-making ability. And therefore, this might lead to tension in the society, intolerance in the society. All right, so therefore, you write all of this. And finally, in the conclusion, you can write, especially today, when there is a lot of violence, intolerance on the basis of religion, these values will help us to bring back peace in the society, which will uphold the values of justice and other things in the society. Something like that can be used to conclude based on your arguments that you have made. This is how your answer should look like. Okay, so let's see some of the keywords that you need to write in your answer. Make sure these keywords are there in your answer. If it is missing, make a mental note that next time when you write similar answer, those things will be there in your answer. Right, now tolerance, right? So accepting, respecting others' beliefs and practices and traditions. That is what is tolerance. It's very important in order to appreciate diversity, in order to ensure or respect another person. If you have tolerance towards others' religion, you will respect them, you will appreciate their diversity, etc. So it acknowledges and appreciates diversity in religious beliefs and expressions. It recognizes that each person has the right to religious conscience, right? That's what is mentioned in our fundamental right also. So help us, it respects every person has the right to their own spiritual journey. It fosters peaceful coexistence. See, India has so much, diversity in religious beliefs, and every religion has found a place in India. From ancient times, we have been allowing different religion to flourish in India. This is because of tolerance. And when we lose tolerance, when we have seen kings and rulers who are not tolerant towards other religion, it has not only affected them politically, but also economically and socially, it has been disastrous. Whenever whenever a leader has been intolerant towards another religion, it has always led to violence. And ultimately, that empire, that king or ruler has always collapsed. Same thing even today, it will happen if we are intolerant towards other religion. And it is essential to promote harmony in the society. Similarly, you will write another paragraph on impartiality. So impartiality in religious context means treating all individual or religious group equally and without any bias. So your decisions will be objective and not biased. It will be impartial, not based on your religious ideologies, etc. Whether it is in public life, whether it is in personal life, whether as a teacher, whether as a student, whether as an individual member of the society, if you are impartial, the decisions that you make in your life, the conduct, the conduct of your life, they are all going to be biased unbiased, sorry, it is going to be impartial, it is going to be unbiased, etc. Okay, so this will help you to grow, this will help you to become a good leader, this will help you to be more efficient in your life. It will help us to uphold universal principles like compassion, like justice, like human dignity, etc. It will also thus promote unity. It will promote unity and social harmony. The next value that is mentioned in your question is objectivity. So objectivity, as I told you, taking decisions, I mean, thinking about something based on absolute truth, based on facts, etc. So appreciating one's religious teaching, our own teachings, analyzing the scripts, analyzing the practices in an open and critical manner. This will help to bring about religious reforms also. Unless we objectively think about a particular religious practice, we will not be able to bring about reforms in our religion. Every religion has some of the other social evils. Like, for example, practice of sati, the child marriage, triple talaq. All these are sanctioned through religious practices. Now, if you don't think about it objectively, we will not be able to bring about positive reforms in this society. We would not have been able to eradicate untouchability. We would not have been able to remove gender discrimination sanctioned by religion. So objectivity help us to do that, help us to interpret religious texts and try to understand the real meaning of the religious teachings. So therefore, objectivity is very important in religious context to bring about religious reforms, in order to bring about harmony within the religion also and between the religion. Also engage in respectful dialogue, right, with various religious groups, leaders, etc., fostering an intellectual humility or spiritual growth of individuals or the group or the community. So all these are important and will be achieved only if we bring objectivity in the context of religion. So all these values are absolutely important in order to ensure that there is harmony in the society, there is religious reforms in the society, elimination of social evils and practices in religion like untouchability, practice of sati, etc. This will ensure upholding the values of justice. See, everybody should be treated equal. Any religious discrimination is there, that shall be eliminated through objectivity, right? So thus, it is important that we incorporate these values within the religious context. So that's how your answer should flow. A brief introduction of why in religion these values are important, individual values, right points with examples, and to conclude, once again, reiterate the fact that all these values help us in bringing about social reforms, religious reforms, and help an individual to reform and achieve greater in one's life. That's how you shall write your answer. Okay, so you can write it in any different way also, but make sure all these points that we have mentioned, make sure these keywords are there. Some of the examples that I have discussed are there in your answer. Okay, if it is missing, make sure that you work on it, try to make a mental note of it. If some points are missing in your notes, add it to your notes. All right, so that's how you can help, that's how you can improve your answer. So the conclusion where you can write these things that, these values will help us to stand against injustice and oppressions that are sanctioned by religion. It will help us to uphold the dignity and rights of all people, whether it is based on gender, caste, etc. It will help remove hatred and violence within the religion and between religion, and thus promoting unity and harmony in the society. So that's how you can conclude your answer. Okay, so this is how your answer should be for this particular question. I hope it is useful. I hope you are writing your answers daily and then having this, playing this video discussion. If you do this, I can guarantee you that it will help you to get or improve your scores by 20-30 marks, and you will be able to easily achieve about 160 to 180. It is not impossible. You can achieve this score in ethics. If you need any help with respect to ethics, please do contact us. We'll be helpful. We'll try and see what mistakes that you are doing, and we'll try to help you out. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Another day, we will come up with another question and discussion video at Ethics at 8. Thank you for watching.